name's Kerry Wood. I'm the Trails and Wilderness Program Manager for the Cibola Forest or Cibola National Forest and National Grasslands. And I was on the Sandia District from 2010 to about 2019. It's smaller, but we pack a lot of mileage in. There's just so much. I mean, it's not just the Sandias. I mean, the Sandias specifically, I mean, from the foothills being down in that desert environment, I don't know, it packs a lot of different landscapes in for a very small amount. And the trail access for people that live in Albuquerque and the metropolitan area, I mean, I've always said for the amount of trail that's really close to a major metropolitan area, I don't think that there's many places that can beat it. You can get as wild as you want in that small mountain range there. Get into some of those drainages. Sometimes I like to just hike straight up drainages as opposed to being on trails. I like cross country stuff on occasion. And it can be every bit as wild. And I think a lot of people don't know that, but yeah, it's just the diversity and access is great. Maybe the Ellis Trail. I'll often use the Ellis Trail on a ride. And, I feel like Ellis Trail is really great in the fall because there's a lot of good aspens on it. It's in the summer, it's nice and cool up there usually. It's kind of, the Ellis Trail is partially the way it is because they were going to build a road there a long time ago. That's why there's that huge open corridor that the trail winds through. And, you get towards the more northern end of the trail, getting close to the wilderness boundary. And of course, usually I'm on a bike, so I have to turn down 10K. So I stay out of the wilderness boundary, but occasionally I'll kind of just hide my bike in the brush and I'll walk out Ellis even farther. But you can get out there and it's usually really quiet. There's a nice breeze. It's just a nice trail. I always tell people it doesn't take more than a couple of hours for that road to be totally closed down for the wildlife to come out. So there's been plenty of times when we'll have the crest highway barricaded so vehicles can't go up it, but we still have to go up it for different things. And I remember one year in particular where I went past the barricade and at least 2 or 3 times I had to whoa, tons of deer or turkey.
Bob Lowder. I've been a member of FOSM since 2000. I guess that's 22 years. Lifelong resident of Albuquerque. Outside of a few years, the U.S. Army had other plans for me. So basically grew up in the shadow of this mountain back here and get up there about every chance I get. And my wife, Sally, and I were out hiking one afternoon or one morning. We were on Domingo Baca, and there was a couple, older at the time than we were, who kept seeing us out in the woods and asked, what we were doing. And we were just doing picking up trash and stuff like that. And they said, "We see you all the time. Why don't you consider becoming a volunteer with the Forest Service?" And one of the presentations was by Don Carnicum, who you may have met before, on Friends of the Sandy Mountains. We thought, why not? So we joined up, and we're members since about 2000. And we've both served on the board. I served as president for 16 years, I think it was. Well, since I live at this altitude, it's always refreshing, particularly this time of year, to get up into the mixed conifer stuff up around 10,000 feet and feel the coolness and just a whole different feel than when you come down here. And one of the reasons why we finished up our work on Pinot Trail a week ago is that it's beautiful when you're working at the top, but if you come down in the afternoon, the bottom is a furnace. Okay, I helped rebuild the lower area of Canyoncito, elk track, helped work on that. We rerouted a lot of faulty over the years, and I probably can't remember all of them, but it was fun. It's kind of fun to build them also. There's a certain pleasure in hiking on a trail that you built yourself.